if you don't have a friendship group, create it yourself. I'm doing that myself right now. But guys, just take a look at the sun, it's beautiful. Okay, I'm doing that myself right now because backstory, going back when I was younger, I didn't really have that many friends that I hung out with on a repeated basis or repeatedly. And I had friends, of course, I had people that I hung out with, but it's not until my university years that I really started to hang out with people and gather friends and really focus on being social. Now I did that in high school as well, as some of you watching this might know. That knows me from high school. I had friends, but I didn't have a friendship group, right? And that's a different thing in my opinion, because you know, in movies, as it's portrayed, you have this friendship group where people hang out and they do fun stuff together and they're always together. And I've also heard about it, people having exactly that, and I've always envied them. I always wanted to have that myself, but being focused on my sports and being focused on other things, on my purpose, I really haven't put the effort and time into actually focusing on friends. Now I don't regret anything. I surely would, if I would give advice to myself when I was younger, I'd say do the exact thing you're doing right now, because that is why I'm who I am right now. Now, looking back to give you some backstory about myself when I was younger, right? I was so focused on karate. Hey, look at that, sorry. It's probably gonna sound low now, or is it? No, it's not turning back here, is it? No, okay. I didn't hang out with that many kids when I was younger. The reason why is plentiful, and many reasons for that. First of all, I was so focused on my studies during elementary school, during high school. I was also so focused on, because you could say, yeah, well, you could have studied together with people. Yeah, I did that. But I was also so focused on my training, karate. I was competing a lot. I also competed in skiing and in sailing. So, like, starting from a young age, I did multiple sports, mainly skiing, karate, and sailing. So I dropped sailing at about, what was it, like 10, 11, I guess. Yeah, something like that. And then I focused on skiing and karate. And then I also dropped skiing to focus on my karate completely, because I was getting drafted into the national team. I was competing on the international level and competing on a high performance level. Now, having spent, just gonna get some sun by the way, Andrew Huberman's gonna like this. And what I did was, for myself, to focus on my sports and gather skills. Now that was also a lot, I can thank my parents for that as well. And it's mostly them pushing me, getting up in the morning to get to training camps and training at all, and then competing and stuff. But I'm really happy for that. Now, what happened was that so that was the purpose, right? That was the purpose part. Now I also have another part, which is, since I didn't spend that much time with other individuals in my age, and my parents really didn't have any friends that themselves had kids, so or at least around my age, either was very much older than me or very much younger than me. So I didn't really have anyone to hang out with. And I hung out with my parents a lot, and we traveled and stuff all together, which means that I didn't get that much social interaction with younger kids my age, close to my age. And having had that, what happened is that I didn't fully understand how to communicate with children my age when I was younger. And it's pretty hard to get new friends and understand the dynamics of being a child when you don't hang out a lot with children. Now, I went to school, I'm not homeschooled or anything, but I had difficulties making friends. And that is actually true, that's very true. For at least up until I was like 13, 14, it started to change about that time. And my mindset and I got more more emotionally intelligent and understood the social dynamics even better. And having done that, spent so much time practicing on karate, performing, competing, studying, having done all of those things, I always wished I would have a friendship group, but I didn't. Now, why I think you should focus on creating your own friendship group is because if you are somewhat like me or experienced the same as me, or at least close to, or can relate to in some way, that you don't have a friendship group, then create that friendship group. Now, I've heard people say that, most of my parents say this, that when you get older, you don't have to focus that much on getting new friends. We're past that. I don't know. If I have to foresee the future, or if I have to bet, I'd say I'd still make friends even when I'm 50, 60, 70, 80 years old. Most likely. Because I'm that kind of person, in my opinion. And also I believe that there's to have this contingency, to always have people around you and surround yourself with meaning new people. Then you'll train yourself to get a new perspective of things. And that's what I like. I want to get a new perspective of things. Now, creating a group serves multiple purposes. First of all, if you're the one creating it, or at least together with some people. Wait. Okay, sorry, I thought it was going to be a train passing by, which here makes it sound a lot so you won't hear me. The main purpose for you creating a friendship group of yourself is that you'll be able to dictate who is in it, which means you have a lot of power in constructing a reality to surround yourself with people that you want to be surrounded with. And I'm walking, here's a road, by the way, there's a lot of cars that'll be passing by pretty soon. So sorry for the interruptions in sound and audio. Anyways, you have the power to create the reality which you will surround yourself with people. And as you guys know, the 5 people that you spend your most time with, you're gonna be an average of them. Which means that you'll have more power of your reality and who you spend your time with and surround yourself with, if you are the one creating the friendship group. Now, there's also some other perspectives that are really good. That all come back to the notion of you being able to create your own reality and surround yourself with people. And that is that you can have ambitious people, you can have people that are funny, you can have a mix of them. Now, I like to have a mix of people, and the common denominator with most people that I hang out with is that they're all have ambitions to become successful, already have achieved some sort of things in life, and they've all gone through hardships in life. So they're very emotionally intelligent, they're also very intelligent overall. They're very hard people, like soft hearts, but they're really hard, as in they have strength. They have gone through a shit ton of things in their lives, some traumatic things that only strengthen them. Now, not to say that everyone's perfect. I'm not perfect. Sorry about the audio. Not to say that anyone's perfect. Not even I am. Not even you. But I know that they are strong. And I know they can achieve a lot of things because they've already done it. Now, one of the other reasons why I like to hang out with people that are much like me in a way, that have gone through tough shit and then get out of it alive and stronger, is that they also come together when they hang out so if I bring a group of friends, right, most likely I've made friends with them from different parts of my life, like different phases, or maybe not phases, but if I met someone on the train and started talking to them and invited them to a poker night, and then they become actually my friend, or through a LinkedIn post that they saw me through someone else liking the post, which has actually happened for real, like this is severe too, and maybe through a friend's friend, I gathered like say 5 people around me. They don't know each other, but they hang out pretty well and they sync pretty well. That the common denominator is me, but also that we are aligned in principles. We're very much different, we guys, we really are. me and my friends. We're very different from each other, but we still have a lot of common traits, or at least think in the same way on those levels that you need to be aligned on. Now that creates a better dynamic in the group, because being different is really good in the diversity of personality traits and stuff like that. But at the same time, if you have some things that are aligned and you have some things that are common, then like just look at your friends. If you have a friendship group already, or if you've seen others, they probably have something in common, right? Now that is what I'm after, having something in common but having something uncommon as well, so you bring multiple unique individuals. And now this is also a thing. I'm just babbling along because I'm really getting excited with this. Also got some feedback from a viewer that asked me if I'm stressed when I'm recording these videos. Not at all. I'm not at all. Not at all. I'm just excited, and I like to walk fast sometimes. I try to slow down for this video, but I like to speak fast, so you'll have to listen fast, as Alex Hormozy says. Anyways, and I have a lot of thoughts. I want to get them out. Yeah, so I've had a lot of people around me that are my friends that say that it's funny how I collect people that are unique and they all can come together from extremely different pasts, just like so unique individuals that literally have very little in common, but at the same time can sync very well. Now that is one of the best feedback that I've ever received in my life, and I got really happy when I heard it, because I like to gather a lot of people and, you know, collect people that are unique and then gather them to do things, as in doing events and doing these parties and maybe starting companies and doing collaborations of different kinds. I like that. I like that uniqueness. Now that's power that you can have by creating it yourself, and it'll take time. It will take a lot of time, because it takes a lot of effort, time, and you need to be strategic in many ways. And what I mean by being strategic is that you've got to understand what you want, and what it means is what kind of people you want to surround yourself with, and what kind of dynamic you want to have in the group. And then you have to make sure that you set an extreme example. If you want people to be honest, then you have to be extremely honest. And then you have to promote honesty and create an organizational culture, because it's literally an organization, right? It's like building a company. When you're building a friendship group, you've got to set things straight. You've got to set the expectations early. And the founder, you, if you're creating a group, or if you create it together with others, the founders are the ones setting the tone that then will be built upon. So what I like to do when I'm meeting people and I want to introduce them into my friendship group, I introduce them and I'm very open, and then I just make hardcore jokes that are over the top, over the line many times, and I cross a lot of lines just to show that you can say things here without being judged, and you will probably get accepted for your views and your standpoints and things. And I like to bring up controversial subjects because it's fun. I like that. I like to have an engaged conversation with people around topics of that where people have a burning desire to explain and think and tell the reasons, and just get engaged. Now I like that. Not everyone likes that, but the dynamics of the group that I've created, people around that likes it. And that's another thing you have to keep in mind as well. This is a long game, in my opinion. Creating a friendship group with the people that you're surrounding yourself, you've got to make sure that you're thinking of, okay, wait, so I'll be having people around me, and they'll probably stick around for a certain amount of time, but probably not forever, or at least not everyone forever. Now, I'm trying to filter out those people that'll show throughout time that they aren't they don't suit and fit in my group. And I'm perfectly okay with dropping that. And I have to make that clear to myself that I'll be dropping people and not invite them if they don't hold and meet the standards which I impose. Now that's another reason for why you can create your own friendship group. Wait, sorry about this. Don't they usually stop by here though? Where is that going? Oh, it's blank, didn't say anything. Okay, anyway, so yeah, I hold people to an extreme standard. I hold myself even higher. I want people to. So imagine this, right? Imagine yourself of how you want to be a couple of years forward. What will you need to achieve that? Well, be the average of the 5 people that you're spending most time with. Then you have a certain fair idea of what kind of people you want to be hanging around with, right? Makes sense? Because if you think of it, if you spend time hanging out with people that are, I'd say, famous or successful, rich, productive, well-trained, fit, funny, charismatic, and they get a lot of partners, as in, sexual partners and whatever, dating, then you'll probably become an average of that as well. You'll probably adopt some of their way of thinking, some way of behaving, and making sure that is a conscious decision. You'll be able to manipulate and create your reality for which you want to create your world with. And so there are many reasons for why you could create, and these are some few that I got from the top of my head, and I've been thinking about this actually. I wanted to share that with you. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you have any questions or if you have any feedback or comments, I do read the comments, and you can DM me in any way that you find suitable for you, and I'll probably read it, because that's how I got the feedback regarding the stressed thing when recording these videos, which is, as I said, I'm not stressed, I'm very excited, and I also like to walk fast, because cardio, but this isn't really cardio, but you get what I'm saying. Okay, take good care and bye bye.